Tony was one of my best friends. We used to hang out like every day for more than one summer down in Salem. I could always just walk around the corner and come hang out. Spent a lot of time with him, and I remember we'd kind of run around and do a lot of stupid shit back then. I remember one time me and him he spent the night at my dad's house, and we'd snuck out to go hang out with these two girls, and then I remember I had told my sister not to lock the screen door, and she totally locked the screen door. And when we came back, we tried to sneak back in, and my dog started barking a bunch, and my dad like caught us having snuck out, and I remember we got in a bunch of trouble. And I think we were like stoned or something. And he totally drove Tony back to his dad's house. Tony was like begging him not to, and like woke him up in the middle of the night and stuff. And, I don't know. There's a lot of memories I have with Tony. I'm always gonna miss him. Tony was always a really nice person. I've never had known Tony to ever like do anybody wrong or be someone that was like someone you didn't want to be around. Like Tony was just a super genuine guy, and I'm always gonna miss him.
So my memories of Tony start with, I can't do it. I'm gonna do it. My memories of Tony start from when he was a baby, and Tony brought him over, and he was little and adorable, and he looked just like his brothers and sister. And he used to come to our house a lot, and would come in with Tony, and my kids have heard this story. You guys have all heard this story, but he was always hungry because it was after work, and he'd always come over and like look at me, and like I'd say, "You want something to eat?" And he'd always yes, and then Tony's like, "Oh, he doesn't need to eat," but he did. And so I think he associated me with food, which I thought was kind of nice because that means caring. And I know that he was a favorite little brother for all of his siblings and a favorite big brother for Brooklyn. Because of who he was and his character, and he just always had a sweet smile. And I'm very, very sad that he's gone, and I feel it for my children and for his parents, and we'll always remember it.
Okay, so something that I remember and will always remember about Tone Tone is one, that beard. I remember when he had that beard, that was like bad. And we went to the Clark County Fair like 3 days before he passed away. And me and Brooklyn and my best friend Mackenzie and my mom and him, we all went there. And I remember we were on the Ferris wheel, and the little compartments, like on the huge one, and in each little compartment there was like one, and there was like one, and my mom was like hanging onto the board, and she was like, if I fall, you guys are all gonna fall down. And then Toto was like, okay, well, and then he held on, and Brooklyn did, and then me and Mackenzie did, and then there were these people standing up in the other like containing thingy, I don't know, and then we kept on yelling at them, sit down, and then we were like singing Hello from the Other Side, just really annoying songs. And then in the car on the way back home, we turned on Hello, and we were all just like singing it. And then my mom, we all kept on bumping Tone Tone, and then he finally sang with us. Yeah, that's memories. Well, only a little bit, but yeah. Okay, I'm done now.
So one of the funniest memories I have was when Tony was I'd say probably about still in elementary school for sure, maybe 4th or 5th grade. He was we took turns like sliding down the stairs in a sleeping bag, and that escalated. We started putting pillows on the stairs, doing front flips and back flips, and just doing our best to injure each other. It seemed like really. From that, we took the sleeping bag, and we started just dragging each other places and just leaving each other in random places. and trying to disorient the other person as much as possible. So I'd take Tony all the way down the stairs, all the way through the house, probably 4 or 5 times, so he had no idea where he was. He ended up going outside, and I put him in the middle of the street and just ran away as fast as I possibly could. He opened the he opened the sleeping bag, came out with the funniest look on his face. I'll never forget. He was so disoriented and surprised by where he was. He had no clue where he was at. So that's one thing I always cherish. There's another time I remember when we were camping, actually with him and one of his best friends, Trevor. Definitely probably shouldn't have been drinking the adult beverages, considering we were all, I'm pretty sure, under adult age. But at the same time, it was a good time while we were camping. I remember him walking around the camp park just singing his lungs out to Cinema, the Benny Benassi song. And he was trying to pick up on girls with it or something. I'm not entirely sure, but I just remember him and his best friend just walking around singing that. And that's definitely a good memory as well. I think that's all that I have for now.
Hey, Tom Tom. Hadn't seen you in a really long time, and it really breaks my heart that I won't get to know you. Really sad about it, but I loved you. We were family, and really sorry to your family.
I have a favorite memory of Tonton. Tonton used to live with me and Brittany and Nicholas and Brandon and Blake, and they shared a bedroom, all 5 of them. And when you walked in the room, there was a crib, and that was where Tonton slept, and he was 2. And of course, you can imagine putting the kids together at bedtime was not an easy task with 5 kids in the bedroom. So we'd hear the kids awake, and we'd go in to see, and you'd go to open the door, and Tonton, who was 2, would pretend he was asleep. And we'd walk over, because we knew he wasn't, and we'd look, and there'd be this big grin on his face. And that's how I will always remember Tonton, with that grin and how it just lit up his eyes, and what an amazing, amazing little boy that he was. We're going to miss you, Tony. Love you.
Hard. So, Tony, let's just start off saying that we're gonna miss you more than anything in the whole entire world. You were always our third wheel. You were always with us, so wherever we went, any party we went to, you were always there. All my childhood memories, growing up as a teenager, were always with you. I met Trevor because of you. You impacted all of our lives a lot more than you will ever know, and anybody will ever know. You were that kid that you could see at any party and you could have a phone conversation for hours about anything, and he would just keep talking to you like he's known you for a million years. And it was really hard to hear that, but I hope that you're in a better place. Just know that you're always going to be missed. I love his family. I love Vicky and Brooklyn, like they're my own mom and sister. And I think the hardest part is just
not being here, you not being here.
There's so many memories that we weren't finished making. There are so many memories we made. I remember when my mom was sick and I came out in the morning when we lived together, and you were washing the dishes, and I came out crying. And you stopped everything you were doing and you just sat there and you looked at me, and the look you had in your face was just, you felt my pain. And I just remember you sitting there and telling me how sorry you were, and you're just that friend that no matter what, you could always go and talk to about anything. You'd always have something to say, something positive to say, no matter what you were going through. I just wish, and I hope his family knows how much Tony really meant to everybody around him, and I wish he knew he was here. But it's good to see how many people really cared and came to support Tony and his family here today. Just want to say that we love you, Tony, and we're always going to miss you, and we'll be here for your family until the day that we die. And just know that we will always carry you with us in our heart forever.
I guess all I gotta say is that I love you, and my life won't ever be the same now, so I'll see you again one day. I love you, man.
Alright, so my memory of Tonton, I have a lot of memories of Tonton. My my best memory is last year. Last year was the first time Tone actually opened up to me. He's always been a quiet, cool guy, Mr. Mystery, you know. And he actually opened up to me last year. He had this thing with a girl, and he ended up like breaking it off with her, and she broke his heart because Tone's just so loving and sensitive and sweet. And he broke it off with her. They broke it off, and he was just torn apart. This girl who wasn't even his girlfriend, just torn apart. And you know, I talked to him about it. He cried to Danielle a lot. She told me, hey, you should talk to him. I took him out. We went to sushi. We went to sushi and went to the mall. I said, hey man, you just gotta understand, like, girls are girls, and you're a guy, and everybody's just a person. It's not a big deal. Everybody's got self-confidence problems. He said, I just want somebody. That's pretty much his whole idea, was just he wanted to be able to love somebody and have them love him the same, and that's all Tone wanted. Because that's the best memory I have of him, because it's just him telling me that he just wanted to be able to talk to somebody and be with somebody and have them love like he loved. I don't know, my favorite thing about Tone was just that he was just so easy, because all he did was care about you. Like, you get mad, he goes, oh, I'm sorry, I just want to care about you. You tell him stuff. Every once in a while he was stubborn, he was a hard head, and he wouldn't want to tell you. The biggest problem I had with him was him never telling me his own feelings, and me trying to beat it out of him, because I'm me, and that's what I do. And I want another memory. My second memory, I don't know, this is just the memories of getting Tone to be fun. We used to drive around in the Range Rover, my dad's Range Rover, and I would drive, and I would turn on this song called Flavor in Your Ear. I just can't stop thinking about that. Today's the first time I listened to that song. I just sang it like Tone was there, because, you know, it's his brother. Every once in a while I always point at him, you know, like that was. And I would just sing it, and he would sit there looking embarrassed, and every once in a while he'd throw in a word, because he wanted to sing along to dance with me. Tone was such a goofball. I'm glad the last year he's gotten it out. That he got it out. Even though this happened, he got to show Dee Dee who he was, and he got to show everybody who he was. I'm sad that I wasn't there to be there for him, but I'm happy that he was him, and he got to be around. I love Tone. That's all I gotta say. I love you, Tone.
Hey Tony, I'm trying to think of like one memory to share with the camera. It's difficult because we have so many awesome memories with you, but just thinking back to, I mean, being young kids and stupid teenagers together, and all of the fun yet maybe a little stupid decisions we made together. I mean, like, I feel like every single day we're with you or with your family. I mean, they welcomed us like their own children. So we miss you, brother, and we love you very much, and we'll cherish our memories with you forever.
What's up, Tone? Got this hat. This looks much better than yours. You know, my favorite memory of you is when I would always have the music going, and or I would choose the music. I mean, and you were going for your PR deadlift, and I wanted you to just pick some badass fucking song, some metal shit, and I took a piss, and then you come back, and what song did you want for your PR? Celine Dion, My Heart Will Go On. And I was like, you son of a bitch, and you hit it, man, and you hit it, and I miss you, man. You're a good person, and
my heart's like beating fast right now just thinking about stuff. But I know one of Brooklyn's most recent favorite memories was when we were driving, we were going to the fair, and Tony was in the front seat, and we had on Connor Maynard, which is like super, I don't even know the appropriate word for it, gay. And for Tony, and we were all singing Hello from the Other Side, and we were trying to get him to sing for so long, and then he finally did. And we were all just jamming out in the car, singing at the top of our lungs. Was that one of your favorite memories? Was that one of your favorite memories? Yeah. you have any other ones? We were on the Ferris wheel playing telephone. All of us. And every single time we got back around, we got so screwed up. And there were only like 5 of us. One of my favorite memories. Like 4 years ago, Tony and I went on a hike. And we went with my dog and my dad's dog and Chris actually fell down this slope, and then Buster Brown went after him, and I was like, Tony, we have to go after him. And he was like, no, G, like, we'll never get back up. I was like, I'm going. So I slid down this slope, and he slid after me, and he was freaking out. Because he was like, what are we going to do? We're going to die down here. Like, what are we going to do? How are we going to get back up? He was just freaking out, and I was just like, Tone, we'll get back up. So we finally did, and when we got to the top, he was just like, give me a hug, D, high five, we made it. And so, like, for the longest time afterwards, we'd always be like, high five. Yeah, I think that the thing that I'm just going to remember the most about him is, like, his heart, and how sensitive he was, and how like, deeply he loved people. And like how much he was like me. Like I felt like his pain was my pain and his fears were my fears. And I'm just gonna miss him a lot because he was really, it was just nice to have him around. And I'm done.
It's like how you pick just one.
Yeah. My favorite. I mean, I have so many favorites, but all my favorites involve the kids. Like, he would come over and we would invite him over for dinner and he'd show up with toys.
Yeah.
The kids were so excited to see him.
And I'm pretty sure he picked out the most loud, most obnoxious light-up toys he possibly could, too.
On purpose. But he would just, like, sit on the floor and play with the kids and, like, watch their favorite movies, and he was the best uncle. And he would take us, like, there was a little bit of time where Nick and I had one car, and so I really wanted to take the kids to see the Easter Bunny, but Nick had to use the car for work, and he was like, I'll take you guys, and so he just picked me and the kids up and helped me. Emma was an infant, you know, like crying, and he just helped me the whole time, and we got in there and got that picture.
Okay.
He's just the best person.
Through and through.
Best uncle.
Yeah.
I loved him. Like, he was my brother. He just...
So she didn't want to tell this one, but it's one that I really like. We invited him over for dinner one time.
You weren't even there.
I wasn't even here, but I still laugh about it to this day because it was really funny. I think he was reluctant to come over. He was still full, so he wasn't even sure if he wanted to come over for dinner.
No, that's not even what happened. No.
Okay, so I'll tell you. You're the one that knows the story.
Okay, I invited him over for dinner. Nick wasn't at home, but like he wanted to come see the kids and stuff, so I invited him over for dinner. And I made spaghetti. And he got there and he was like, oh my gosh, I just had spaghetti yesterday, but I'm gonna eat it anyway because, you know, because I made it. And then he was supposed to go somewhere after he left our house. Another friend was making him dinner, and he was like, as long as it's not spaghetti, I'll be fine. And then he got over there and he texted me and he's like, you'll never guess what they made. And it was spaghetti. He's like, I'm not going to be able to eat spaghetti for like a year after this. And every time we would always talk about it. I'm like, do you want spaghetti yet? And he's like, nope, I still don't want spaghetti.
Yeah. So yeah, you told it better, so I'm glad you said it.